Hello, everyone. Happy Saturday. Welcome to Coaching Think Talk. I am Life Coach Joanna from Life Coach Philippines, and this is coaching for moms in transition. So, this coaching conversation is for women, especially for moms who are going through different transitions in their lives. And my mission is to help women and moms gain back their confidence in life and see their value as a person. So at present, so that they can thrive and not just survive no, in life and then stand up courageously to whatever transitions they will go through. Yan. Magandang hapon po muli sa inyong lahat. Kumusta po kayo? Kumusta po ang ating Saturday? So, I am coming in live here in Santa Cruz, Laguna. So, kami din po ay naka-MECQ. So, how's your weekend? Kumusta po ang pangalawang araw ng ECQ? I hope you are all safe at home. Yan, it's better for us to stay at home and be safe at the comfort of our home na din po. So, ingat po tayong lahat. So, thank you for joining me live today. And I wanted you to leave your digital footprints in by letting us know where you are coming from. So, as I have said, I am from now going live from Santa Cruz, Laguna. So, yan. Kung kayo ay nanonood dito sa live na ito, no, please put in the chat box where you are coming from so we can recognize you. Please do tag a friend and circulate this video so that we'll be able to help reach more individuals who might be needing or who really wanted to hear this message that I'll be sharing for you this session. Yeah. You may also give some shout outs to people you want to greet. Yeah. And just put in some inspiring message that you wanted them to hear by putting them on the chat box below. So if you are watching this on a replay, please comment hashtag replay. Okay. I am streaming live yan, via FB page of Life Coach Philippines and YouTube channel of Master Coach A at Coach A I-Connect. So if you are new to our platform, please like, follow, and subscribe. Okay, so magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. So my topic today would be a continuation of what I have mentioned or what I have discussed last week. That is about postpartum. So last week I talked about the 8 warning signs. No, most of us, especially during this pandemic, we transition, especially yung mga experiencing this type of feeling, no. So I wanted to tell you that postpartum depression is an illness, okay? It is caused by chemical imbalances in your brain that you can control. So walang nagdala nito sa iyo. Walang may gusto na magkaroon ka nito. So you didn't bring this on yourself. It's not your fault, okay? So there may be feelings of failure, okay? So some symptoms of postpartum depression. If you wanted to know more about that, you can watch the replay on the YouTube channel, okay? But what I wanted to tell you is that self-diagnosis is dangerous. So if you feel that you have these 8 warning signs, no, it's better for you really to talk to your doctor or your loved ones, no, to get help because help is always available. Okay, so yan, good afternoon. So I'd like to introduce first the fellow coaches that I am joining. So we are 18, so we show up every day. Okay. So yan, I am these are the fellow scholars that I am with. So we are scholars of Master Coach A's 6 steps to 6-figure speaking career. So we trained for 20 months and I'll be explaining, you know, because we'll be having this culminating activity. Okay, so these are my fellow coaches, fellow scholars, and also these are the other coaches who are showing up every day at 10 a.m., 2 p.m., and 4 p.m. So we have different messages to share to you. And I hope you'll be able to really go to Life Coach Philippines and just, you know, browse there. There are a lot of topics that you think might be a message that will be sent to you. Yan. So just go there and be blessed. And also, I wanted you to become a blessing as well to other people. So how are we going to do that? Okay. So I'd like to introduce myself first. I am Joanna Flores. So I am a professional certified CACC life coach or co-actively co-create Life Coach by Life Coach Philippines. So I'm from batch 2. So why did I decided to become a life coach? So I've been in a lot of transitions in my life. And I thought I was really I'm strong enough. I can handle all these things. Na I am good enough. I am a good mom. I am a good teacher. I am a good wife. I am a good daughter. Okay, pero why is there still something missing? So I I um I also experienced this postpartum depression, although I am not clinically diagnosed, but I really felt that feeling as well. So I've been into many transitions in my life, and one of the reason that I decided to become a life coach was really for my kids. Um, because I see the need, or I was able to see how life coaching works in my life, and I was really able to redirect myself to going back to that goal that I wanted. Okay, so I'd like to move forward. I am a licensed professional teacher. Okay. Actually, I didn't graduate. I didn't took up undergrad as for education. I took up Bachelor of Science in Commerce, major in management. Okay, and since I'm already working at school, so I decided that I should be why don't I also enroll as a teacher? So I believe I was not really I'm underemployed during that time. Kasi they don't need teachers before. So what was the available slot for me was just computer teacher assistant. And the funny thing about that was, hindi naman kasi talaga ako teacher. And I was asked to demo or do a lesson plan. So sabi ko, paano ko gagawa ng lesson plan? Wala akong kamalay-malay, paano gumawa ng lesson plan? So yeah, I became a licensed professional teacher at 2012, and I became a full-time faculty. Okay, as well after passing the licensure exam. So after that, when I worked there for 11 years, I saw the need to really give up my professional career. Okay, I chose my kids over my career as a teacher. So while I am transitioning to that moment in my life na after being at work all the time for 11 years, no, right after graduation, sabi ko parang may kulang na naman sa akin. Sabi ko hindi pa rin ako satisfied kung ano yung nangyayari talaga sa buhay ko. So I found love in makeup. I fell in love. I felt passionate in makeup. So I decided to enroll in a makeup school and get certified as a makeup artist. So I do events such as weddings, yan, graduations. So I am passionate with that. No, even though I don't have enough sleep, basta makeup yan, yeah. You can always call me. No, my clients know that. My friends, my family who became my first client for my makeup artist passion. My makeup passion. Yan. So currently, I am working as a social media manager and a general virtual assistant on a real estate client that is US based. Yan. So baliktad po ang oras ng aking pagtulog. So sa umaga po ako tulog, sa gabi po ako gising. So yan. And also, yeah, I have mentioned before, I am a public speaker. I am a proud scholar of Master Coach A's six-step to six-figure public speaking class. So we journeyed for 20 months. And I am proud to say that I have really, it really helped me to become, to grow as a person and to be able to really share my message. Okay, but the most thing that I am proud of is being a mom. Okay, being a mom myself. So, before, my nanay, no, was a full-time mom. So parang I am looking at her. I placed her in a pedestal that before I wanted to be just like her. No, I wanted, yun yung talagang pangarap ko eh. Gusto ko din maging full-time na mom, na nanay. But, kasi panganay ako na babae, so I really had this, kailangan magtrabaho. And then when I had my family, so hindi rin practical, no? We didn't really decided that I would just become a full-time mom. So kaya lang ako nag full-time mom was really because I saw that my kids need me. Okay? They need a mom to really look after them. Okay? Hindi po kami mayaman, no? Hindi po namin kaya magbayad ng ganun kamahal sa mga kasama namin sa bahay. We just saw the need, kaya kami kumukuha. Kasi nga, both of us are working. Yon. So, that's me. Okay? So, I wanted you to share and become a blessing to others by sharing your Pack My Bag moment. Okay? By using the hashtag Pack My Bag moment and coaching TikTok. So, why do we always encourage you? Okay? Whenever you watch, whenever you hear messages from coaching TikTok from coaches and for different conversations, why do we encourage you to really share that one thing or one sentence that you have learned during this conversation? It's because you double the learning. Okay, so when you hear that certain aha moment, no, and you really see na, ay, tamang-tama to sa akin, para sa akin tong message na to. Okay, there might be another person who really needs to hear that message, and ikaw yung magiging bridge to reach for her to receive that message as well. So let's share it. Okay, now that we're back at home, no, most of the people are into browsing social media. Why not become a blessing as well in social media? Let's use social media wisely, become a blessing, put positivity in it. So just put there something you have learned, some message that might be an inspiration or blessing to other people. Yeah. So let's check first, no, who are joining us live today. Okay. Um, yan. Good afternoon, Coach Tin. Thank you for joining me. Thank you, Coach Lynn. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Master Coach Hasmin, for joining me today. Okay. So, again, my topic would be about self-care versus self-love. Okay. So, as I have explained, no, postpartum is really something that you didn't bring to yourself. Okay, so I wanted to share how we'll be able to re-identify if you're going through these tough times, na feeling mo you're going through this postpartum depression. I wanted you to realize and really understand your value as a person, even though you're going through these tough times. Okay, so ano nga ba yung self-care versus self-love? Meron ba silang pagkakaiba? Okay, self-care versus self-love. So I wanted to ask you, pag nadidinig nyo yung salitang self-care, what comes into your mind? Ano yung naiisip nyo na mga bagay na nagagawa nyo, okay? Na i-associate nyo sa self-care. So I'll give you an example of things that I do. Especially no, yung mga nagpo-post sa Instagram na hashtag self-care, something like that. When they post it in social media, when you go to the salon, yan, no, after a week of work, no, just buying yourself an ice cream, okay, is that self-care to you? No, wala naman pong maling sagot. So just type in, ano yung self-care sa'yo? How do you take care of yourself? Okay? How do you reward yourself? Ano ba yung mga bagay that really you think is a way for you to show a self-care? Yan, post it in the comment section below. So I'll be reading them in a while. Okay? So what is really the difference? Actually, there's a big difference what self-care and self-love is. Okay? But first, let us define, ano nga ba yung ibig sabihin ni self-care? So lagi natin naririnig si self-care. Pero ano ba talaga yung ibig sabihin niya? Okay. Self-care means mindfully and consistently nurturing all aspects of your own well-being. So madaming aspeto ng buhay natin. No? One of it is spiritual, physical, mental, intellectual, relational, and emotional. Okay? Self-care is that part of self-love that involves taking care of yourself. Okay, as opposed to you taking care of others or allowing others to take care of you. So both of them, yes, are also part of self-love. Okay, although self-care is also beneficial to others. So yung kapag inaalagaan mo yung sarili mo, you also become beneficial for other people, for the people that you are relating to. Okay? In our society, so as I have mentioned before, so what is self-care to you? Yan. Hello, Coach Cherry. Thank you for joining me. In our society, what comes into our mind yan when we talk about self-care? Self-care. Okay? Usually or more often, when we talk about self-care, things that come to our mind are exercise. Yan, when you were able to really finish that 30 minutes, yoga, that Zumba, no? You have joined that, you finish that every day, running, okay? Eating the right food, that's another thing that comes into our mind when we think about self-care. Being healthy. Um, Rest and relaxation, yan binge watching Netflix, yan, it's a part of self-care. Those are the things that comes into our mind. So yun din ba yung naiisip mo when you think about self-care? Rest. Really taking time to rest. No, yung wala kang ibang gagawin kundi mahiga lang, matulog, and just, pause and then take recharge for that, for after all the things that you've been through for a week. For example, if you are working, or kung hindi ka naman working, if you're a full-time mom, just sitting down the couch, drinking coffee, just like what's in the picture that I am sharing, no? It's a part of self-care. Buying yourself a milk tea, no? Kung mahilig ka sa milk tea, uh, buying yourself that something, isang lipstick, bibigyan mo yung sarili mo, no? Just give yourself. So those are the things that actually comes to our mind when we talk about self-care. So another is just having massages. No, so dahil ngayon, no, hindi na naman pwede, no. Before, one of the things that I wanted to really share with my mom, kasi sabi ko sa kanya, I wanted her to really visit yung is water spa. Kasi talagang nakaka-relax talaga siya. So nung okay pa at safe pa po na pumunta, that's what really one of our way to really relax. And I wanted to bring, nasa ko yun nasa tawag dito, list ko yun na gusto ko talagang dalhin si nanay doon. Kaya lang pandemic hit. So hopefully one day, she'll be able to visit it with me and we'll be able to enjoy together that feeling, na yung tubig ay nagmamassage sa'yo. So after that, so I wanted to let you know that these are all great self-care practices. Lahat naman yan is really good self-care practices. But self-care involves so much more than doing wellness-related activities. So, as I have mentioned, it means mindfully and consistently nurturing. Hindi lang physical. Kasi most of the time, ang nakafocus kasi sa atin is just the physical aspect of our life. Kapag iniingatan natin yung physical body natin, we are doing self-care. But what about our mental health? How about spiritual? How do we feed them? How do we nurture them? How do we take care of them? Okay, yung relationships natin. Okay? And our emotions. So how do you take care of those things? That's also a part of yourself. Okay? So when you know and understand yourself, self-care becomes much easier and is nearly automatic. So kapag kilala mo yung sarili mo, yung self-care automatic na yan On the intrinsic level, self-care means healing your relationship with yourself. Okay, as I repeat, healing your relationship with yourself. Okay, this looks like healing your wounded parts. Speaking to and about yourself with compassion and respect. Tuning in and really listening to yourself. Asking and giving what yourself needed, what you need, and fully embracing every part of it. In our day-to-day life, it looks like what you typically categorize as self-care, just like working out, eating right, getting enough sleep, and taking time to relax. But it's also, yun kasi yung perception natin na self-care. Pero you should know that having self-care is also clarifying and setting boundaries. Yan, so you should set boundaries. Choosing loving relationships. Doing fulfilling work, doing things that makes you happy. Learning new things, questioning your beliefs, your self-limiting beliefs. Having fun. Yan. Planning for your future. Dealing with your struggles head on. So ahead pa lang, tinitignan mo na what are the struggles that you'll be encountering. Living intentionally. So Coach Nords, yan, shout out. So living intentionally, asking for help. So those are example as well of self-care. And another is keeping your stress levels in check. Okay ka pa ba? Okay, those are also part of self-care. It's being responsible for yourself in all ways. Okay? Meaning you're doing no harm to yourself. And protecting yourself from harm as well. It requires never abandoning your own needs and always being there for yourself. Be present. Be present for yourself. Okay. So the practice of self-care is as important for your relationship with others as it is to you. Okay? In taking adequate care of yourself, you are optimizing your daily ability to show up in a loving manner for everyone around you, for the people that you are dealing with every day. So nagre-reflect yan, nagma-magnify yan, and it shows if you're taking care of yourself. Okay? Yan. So, hello, Coach Marife. Thank you for joining me again. So, I hope I was able to explain to you really the meaning of self-care. So, let's go now about self-love. Okay. Sorry about that. So, the essence of self-love is about being and is something you come to experience through self-understanding and acceptance at the core of self-love. At the core of self-love is connection to truth. Yan, namely the truth of oneself. Yan, to love yourself is to know yourself, to know your true nature, and to connect to it and to live from that place. So let me share with you what is self-love. Okay, self-love is a broader concept. Okay, of which self-care is just part. Part lang ng self-love si self-care. Okay, so that essence of self-love is just, being in something you come to experience through self-understanding and acceptance. Okay, at the core of this of self-love, it is in connection. Yan, as I have mentioned, truth, namely the truth. You have to be true to yourself. Okay, you have to love yourself to know yourself. And to know your true nature, ano ka ba talaga? To connect to it, to really connect to you. Ano ba talaga? Sino ka ba talaga? Okay? And accept and live from that place. Okay? Most of us struggle with self-love because we are disconnected from our innermost being, sa pinakaloob natin. Okay? We carry around beliefs about ourselves that are untrue. Hindi naman totoo. So we just carry them. We just believe them. Those are self-limiting beliefs. And our perception of ourselves is far too small. Okay? Why? Why do we look at ourselves that way? How do we perceive our value as a person? So, paano mo ba tinitingnan yung sarili mo? Okay? What you need to do is really, you can take steps forward, yan, or step towards self-love. What do you need to do is checking your body, yan, and listening to what it tells you. Okay? Most of us have been taught that false belief, no, that keeps our mind cluttered. So, ang dami nating iniisip. But when we give ourselves permission to question them, kapag tatanungin na natin, bakit ba natin iniisip itong mga bagay na to, is because the truth will come out deep within. Hindi pala doon na ugat. Nagsanga-sanga na siya. Ang dami kasi nating iniisip na we get overwhelmed. And we do not see kung ano talaga yung pinag-ugatan nitong mga self-limiting beliefs na to at mga paniniwalang ito. Okay? This is how change begins. So this is how new beginnings start as well. Okay? You have to really be kind. One kind word at a time for yourself. Okay? Another one is The essence of love, self-love, okay, is the way in which you experience yourself. Okay, since your core nature is love itself. Okay, to love yourself is to experience yourself as love. Kailangan ma-experience mo yung sarili mo bilang talagang love. Okay? Kapag lumabas ka kasi sa mundo, no, when you go out into the world embodying that awareness that you are loved, na aware ka that you love yourself, it is love that you carry, and you live your life from a belief that I am worthy. Karapat dapat ako. Okay? Pag yan ay nasabi mo to yourself, when you're able to really believe that you are really worthy, no, you will come from that place of enough-ness. Kaya enough ka na. You will be grounded to that sense of wholeness. Okay, you are whole as a person, and you are adequate. Okay, I am enough. I am adequate. I am worthy. Okay. I want to let you know that you are not alone in this world. Hindi ka nag-iisa. Okay? The feeling of connection is really what powers you through life. You have to be connected and gives vitality to go out into the world with an open heart. And that you're willing to take risks for yourself and others because you know that there's always someone who will catch you if things don't work out as planned. Okay? The lack of self-love is to be disconnected from that deeper part of yourself. And that is aware that love is your true nature. So you are really rooted to love. There is always love inside you. Okay? So I'll be sharing with you the 4 myths of self-love. So by knowing these myths, we'll be able to realize really how are we going to give ourselves some love. Okay, what are these 4 myths that most people believe in? Okay, so number 1 of that myth is actually self-love is selfishness. Okay, what does it mean? Okay, so do you agree na kapag ka daw you practice self-love, you're being selfish? Okay, being selfish, I mean, it's a different thing. But loving oneself is giving the first priority to one's own happiness. So sarili mo muna, bibigyan mo muna ng priority yung sarili mo to be happy and not being selfish. That's not being selfish. Okay? Self-love is never selfish. Okay? A change should start from within, from yourself. Okay? Love should start within ourselves. So how can someone who is not happy make others happy? As we always say, no, you cannot give what you don't have. How can you share happiness to people if deep within you, you are not also happy? How can you share love to these people if you don't love yourself? How can you share love to your kids if deep within yourself, you don't feel love, you don't love yourself? Okay? Taking actions without considering others' feelings, that is selfishness. Hindi mo kino-consider yung feelings ng iba. But making decision to do something that gives a person joy is not being selfish. Okay? Yung wala kang natatapakan na tao, that's not being selfish. Okay? There is a thin line between those two which could only be understood by keeping a broader perspective. So ano ba talagang intention? What is really your intention in doing that thing? Is it really for you to be able to be happy? But, iba kasi talaga. Kapag selfish kasi, wala ka nang pakialam sa nararamdaman talaga ng ibang tao. But as long as you're happy. Okay, so it's a myth. So you have to understand that really, give yourself some time. As a mom who's experiencing a lot, just being kind to yourself. Ngayon, for example, nandito tayo sa bahay. What are the things that really comes into your mind that minsan kasi nagigilty No, one of our conversations that we had before, with the mom conversations with Coach Karen and Coach Shi. One of our topic there was really personal development. So minsan kasi nagigilty tayong mga moms, no, mga nanay, kapag kasarili na natin yung tinitreat natin. Parang, for example, mamimili ka, no, punta ka sa mall, you're going to buy something for yourself. But you ended up bringing something for your kids, or something for the family. Tapos pagdating sa bahay, nagigilty ka. I used to be like that. I remember when we had this conversation with Master Coach A, no? Kasi sabi ko nga, my husband is a collector of Gundam. So sabi niya, ba't mo nararamdaman yan? Na pag bumibili yung husband pag nag-ordered online, no, you feel that guilty na, bakit ako wala? Sino ba nagsabi sa'yo na hindi ka mo rin bilhan yung sarili mo? Wala naman. So ako lang dun nga ang nag-isip talaga na, oo nga, no, hindi naman, pwede naman i-reward yung sarili. Why do you feel guilty? Okay? Always make sure lang na when you buy that, it's really, meron talagang nakalaan eh. Hindi nung porket sinabi na, bumili ka ng something for yourself, kung wala naman kayong kakainin the next day, di ba? So just, it's really planned. Halimbawa, wala naman talaga, just buy yourself some chocolate. Kung gusto mo kumain ng chocolate, di kumain ka. Okay? If that would really be showing yourself some love today. Yan. Okay. I'd like to greet Coach C. Hello, Coach C. Coach C. Percasio. Thank you for joining me as well. Ayan. So, myth number 2. Material beauty is self-love. Okay. So, as I have mentioned, I'm a makeup artist. Yan. And one of the things that I really did when I transitioned from being a full-time teacher to a full-time mom, kasi sabi ko, when I am at school, no, before na nasa school ako, so talagang, syempre dapat maayos yung itsura mo, harap ka sa mga estudyante, you put makeup on, no, and when your students, I remember, when they see that you have this nice lipstick, no, babatiin ka pa nila, no, my students are all boys po pala. They're all boys, and they're very appreciative. So, parang feeling mo kapag ginagawa mo yun, no, you're treating yourself, you're giving yourself some love. Okay? It's nice. It's really great to really do that for yourself. Okay? Buying these things, new shoes, no? Before we have this, kung ano yung kulay ng bag mo, ganun din yung kulay ng shoes mo. Okay? So, kung ano yung kulay na, meron pa kaming na na kung ano yung kulay ng uniform namin, ganun yung kulay ng bag, ganun yung kulay ng shoes. Okay? Tapos minsan, ipapartner mo pa siya sa clip. So, may mga ganong bagay. So, those are material things, but it doesn't necessarily mean na kapag bumili ka naman nun, talaga namang you're giving yourself some love. So, huwag natin i-box na yun yung expression talaga, na yun lang yung self-love. Yun lang yung paraan para maipakita mo yung pagmamahal mo sa sarili mo. It's way beyond that. Okay? It's not just about your surface level self-care. That's a part. That's a part of rewarding yourself. Okay? One of the things that I also give myself is like, visiting the salon, magpalinis ka naman ng kuko. Kasi pag nakashoes ka, di ba, minsan ang sakit na talaga ng ingrown mo. So you really have the need to really visit the salon for that manicure or pedicure. Especially, I have this friend, no, na I remember, talagang every month, there's really a need for you to really visit. Kaya lang, no, ngayon na, pandemic na naman, so wala na naman. So sarado na naman yung ating mga friends who are working there. So, that's okay. If you wanted to really visit, magpakulay ka ng buhok, okay lang. Magpagupit ka. Okay? But this mentality labels people, kasi minsan, yung mga tao kasi, no, nalilabel natin na people with nice nails and haircuts are as lovable, no? Pero yung mga, but we should not mention those people with doesn't who wasn't able to really take care, especially kapag nasa bahay ka, di ba, mag-isang nanay ka, hindi ka na ba kamahal-mahal, no, kapag ikaw ay hindi nakaayos ng buhok, hindi ka nakasuklay, hindi ka nakapagpalinis ng kuko. Yun ba yung measure ng self-love? So, yung may mga anak na maliliit, it's really hard. It's really a struggle for us. Minsan, no, even magbihis, maligo. So, yan, I have experienced that as well. Kasi yung dalawang anak ko magkasunod, no. And when they started going to school, dahil nga magkasunod sila, isa na nag-kinder, tapos isa yung nag-grade 1. So minsan ang hirap na ibalik, no? Sanay kang kaayos ka sa school, pero dahil pagod ka na, hindi mo na iuunahin, no? Tulog ka na lang, magpahinga ka na lang kasi you're tired enough. Okay? So that's not yung pagpapakita na may mga material na bagay ka. That's not just showing self-love. It's way more beyond that. We are not stopping you from doing those things. Okay? If you truly love them, then go. Okay? What we are trying to encourage is for you to look beyond the ways that you present yourself to the external world. And stop pressuring yourself to blend in with the society and its standards. Okay? You don't have to really blend in. Okay? Remember, you don't have to let society define your value. Your beauty by seeing the material things that you have. Okay? Your mental health matters. It's more important than these material things. Okay? If your mental health is okay, it will reflect. No, wala kang makeup. Basta masaya ka, it will reflect in your face. Okay? So what are the things that you do? What are the things that you do for your mental health in order for you to show some self-love? How do you nurture it? How do you take care of it? What are the things that you are saying to yourself to express your self-love? Okay? So that's myth number 2. Okay, so number 3. So, myth 3 daw, self-love is egoistical and self-centered. Okay. Self-love does mean thinking of the self. Okay, but there is a huge piece here that differs from being egoistical. So, yung ego daw. Okay. When we think of ourselves, no, in a light that says that we are better or more worthy than others, then we lose the ability to extend love and kindness. So, nawawala yung ating ability to extend love and kindness because we are thinking that we are way behind, we are way above others, we are worthy than others. So, hindi na natin na ipapakita yung kindness natin sa sarili natin at sa ibang tao kasi ang iisip natin, nandun tayo, mas mataas tayo sa iba. So, that's having an ego. Yan, mataas na, hindi na self-love yan. Yan na yung ibig sabihin ng egoistical. Ang taas na ng tingin mo sa sarili mo. Okay? And most people are really experiencing that. Masyadong mataas yung pagmamahal nila sa sarili nila that it makes them self-centered. Sila na lang, sarili na lang nila yung nakikita nila. They focuses on themselves. And they wanted each people, to really see them. Okay? So, have you experienced that? I know most of us, in a way, one way or another, we have met those kind of people. How are you able to see that? How are you able to really relate or see yourself? Okay? May mga tao talagang ganun self-centered. Okay? Nasobrahan na siguro sila ng pagmamahal sa sarili nila. Okay? Self-love is the process of granting ourselves compassion. We are compassionate with ourselves. And what we do so and truly believe in nurturing this mindset is that we extend that compassion and understanding unto others as well. Hindi lang sa sarili natin. We extend them to others. We even express them to others. Okay? We don't compare. Again, we don't compare. We are just being more compassionate to ourselves. As I have mentioned before, we cannot give what we don't have. Okay? So, myth number 4, self-love is for the weak. So, yung self-love daw para lang sa mga weak. Ano ba yung definition mo ng weak person? Pag sinabing ikaw ay may weak personality, ano ba yung definition mo doon? Mabilis ka bang umiyak? Is that your definition of being weak? Easily giving up on things? just throwing the towel, no? As laging mini-mention ni Master Coach A, just throwing the towel. Okay na. Sige na. I give up. Is that your definition of being weak? So kapag ganun ka ba ng klase ng tao, ikaw lang ba ang may deserve to have self-love or to really bring some self-love? So, that's a myth. Hindi lang para sa weak ang self-love. Wala namang mahina or malakas pagdating sa self-love. Lahat tayo nangangailangan ng self-love. Okay? If people had more self-love in their lives, so, hindi na tayo. So, wala na sa atin ang magiging bitter. Okay? No one would be walking around bitter, lonely, sad, or crying out for attention. Wala na. If only people will have more self-love in their lives. Because with more self-love, there would be fewer heartbreaks or less pain. Because it always starts within you. Because people would really stand up for themselves. They would really find it easy to walk away from toxic relationships, from crappy relationships. They will not stay there. They would have enough respect to not put themselves in dangerous or reckless situations. Weak or strong, rich or poor, everyone should be sourcing a sense of approval, joy, and acceptance from inside themselves. Sa sarili natin. Lahat tayo nangangailangan ng sense of approval, self-love for ourselves. So what we need to do is really throw away this misconceptions, this myth, and really give that permission to make that mindful decision to choose self-love. Piliin mo ang self-love. Your life will be much happier than you did. I assure you. Okay? You have to be confident, to be beautiful, and be you. Be yourself. Okay? So I wanted to share with you this quote. Okay, I remember Coach Ma with this quote now. Sometimes your soulmate is yourself. You have to be the love of your life until you discover that type of love in someone else's. So, sarili mo muna yung mahalin mo. Sabi nga ni Coach Mao, be Miss Right for Mr. Right. Love yourself first so that you'll be able to discover that type of love in someone else. Or as a mom, love yourself first before you give that love to your kids. Okay? They are the greatest recipient of your love. Your family, your husband. Okay? And going through this transition on na feeling mo you're into this postpartum depression, take a step forward. Start loving yourself. Slowly. Because I believe, before mo naranasan yan, there's that one point in your life that you really felt love. You really showed some love for yourself. So remember that time na you really felt happy. You felt complete. This is just a part of what you're going through, and it's a journey. It's a process for you to go through. Okay? Help is always available. You can always reach out to a life coach. If you are not ready to really go to seek professional help, talk to people you trust. Share your story. Okay? Be in a community that supports you. Do not isolate yourself. For you to really experience and gain back the self-love that actually not lost. Na set aside lang. Nawala lang siya sa eksena saglit. Pero naandyan siya sa'yo. It's still in you. And I believe you love yourself. I believe that you know that you are worthy. You are valuable. So, self-love is complete forgiveness, acceptance, and respect for you, who you are deep down, all your beautiful and hideous parts included. Yang nararanasan mo ngayon, it's just a part. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself from thinking that you are not capable. Forgive yourself from really beating yourself na bakit ko to nararamdaman? I am not a good mom and all those stuff. Forgive yourself. That's okay. As I have mentioned, hindi mo naman ginusto yan. Okay? But you can always overcome that. You can move forward with that. Accept mo lang, tanggapin mo, i-acknowledge mo na nararamdaman mo yan and move forward. Respect yourself. Take care of yourself. You have to understand na ikaw lahat yan, parte yan ng pagkatao mo. All the scars, all the struggles is part of who you are. And it should really make you a better person in the future for your family and for your kids as well. Okay? Yeah. So, self-care is a necessary part of self-love because it provides an outlet for the creative energy that comes from loving yourself. So, parte lang po ng self-love, self-care. Okay? And we have to practice it every day. Self-care can be seen as love in action. And without this important aspect, you would not fully experience all the blessings and benefits of living life to its fullest extent with unconditional acceptance. So kung wala tayong self-care, wala tayong self-love. Okay? So I'd like to invite you to connect with me. Okay? If something is not clear to you, you're asking yourself how to start, how to really move forward if you're going through these tough times, no? Connect with me. Let's have a conversation. You can message me via Facebook on my account. So that's Macy Serolf or Joanna May Flores. You can search that. Or you can visit my page and Coach Joanna at Facebook. Or if you wanted to really talk, yan, you can contact me. Text me at 0945-874-7873. And if you feel like writing naman, you don't feel like talking, so ang expression mo on really how you wanted to reach me was just to send me a message, trust me, no, masipag po akong magbasa. Yan, you can email me at coachjoannaflores@gmail.com and I'll respond to your message. Okay? Or you can visit naman Life Coach Philippines FB page. Okay, you can always watch me every 4 p.m. Saturday for Moms in Transition, and let's have this conversation about what we are really going through as a mom. Okay. So, yan, before I have this end this conversation, I'd like to really invite you. This is very exciting event for all of us speaking scholars, no? We will be having our Samot Summit virtual event. So, I would like to personally invite you to join us on August 10 to 11, 2021. So, on August 10, it will start at 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. And for August 11, that would be 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. So, the 20 scholars will be speaking for their 5-minute talk challenge. Yan. And it's hosted by Master Coach A. So these are the 20 scholars who will be sharing their message. And it's really empowering, no? So one of them is me, of course. So I wanted to invite you. I'll be talking about superheroes at home. Yan. Unleash your 3 super mom powers. So have you realized your 3 super mom powers? Ano ba yung mga top 3 super mom powers mo dyan, no? And how you will be able to unleash that. It's time for you to really reclaim that superpower. So join me. I'd like you to just register at ang deadline for registration is until August 10 at afternoon. So lunch. So I'll be posting it as well. You can check that. The link is there. I'll be sharing it as well. Or if you wanted to send me a message, I'll forward you the registration link for us to really join this free Samut Summit virtual event. So this is, I tell you, no, this will be one of the most memorable 5-minute summit or messages that you will hear from each of the speakers. Yan. I never really imagined, no, that I will be part of a summit in my life kasi nga I am a teacher. So ako okay lang ako, nasa loob lang ako ng ng classroom sharing. Doon lang ako talaga. I am proud to say that sila lang kasi sarado four corners of the room, no? But becoming a public speaker, no, it's actually one of the things that I was able to challenge my status quo. Sabi nga ni Master Coach, it's a way that I did, no? I was able to challenge myself. And I grew up as a person when I become one of the scholars. Okay? Now, next. So join us. Just click on the link that I'll be sharing if you wanted to join that. Okay, so if you are there in Manila, no, now that it's ECQ, hindi po muna namin ina-allow, but you can now still order, okay, at Decaf Coffee Republic. I hope one day we'll be able to see each other there. So just stay at home and be safe and order at Decaf Coffee Republic. So Decaf Coffee Republic is the home of certified life coaches in the Philippines. Yeah, and you can order there. Okay, this is actually a refuge where you wanted to just if you wanted to share your story or just be quiet in that corner, be in a safe space. Be in a place that you feel that you are valued, you are recognized. So all of the people there serving you at Decaf Coffee Republic are life coaches. Okay, and we understand you. Okay, so I hope one day, no, we'll see each other there. Okay, and just visit Decaf Coffee Republic. Or if you want to become a blessing for other people, order. Okay, all of the food there are really good. And namimiss ko na nga yung kape panda ni Coach Rog. So, yeah, I know. Be a blessing as well to other. Or order your food now. Okay, so you can reach Coach Rizel there on the number there at 0917-586-1661 for you to really be a blessing and then share or order at Decaf Coffee Republic. Okay, so as I end this conversation, let me invite you to be part of what we are doing as an organization of professional certified life coaches. So as you can see on the screen, there is the green one, the B card or the Brain Learning e-card. Okay, if you are not yet a smart holder of the B Learning e-card, let me invite you and personally to become a mental model collector. So that's my badge. That's I'm number 21 there. That's a bronze badge from becoming a mental model collector. So like us, no, be part of the B Learning Society. So the B Learning Society is the tent maker of B Learning homes for mental fitness. Okay, and as a B Learning e-card holder, what are the benefits that you can get? So there are 3 things. For example, number 1 is 5% food and beverage discount. Yan, from Decaf Coffee Republic. So yeah, as I have mentioned, no, you have full access pass to the live monthly mental model masterclass by Master Coach A. So we already have 3 before, no, it started in May. Yan, so plus you also get 90-minute free coaching session. For example, when you attended the master class and you think there's really something that needs to be processed after that class, you can avail of that 90-minute free coaching session with the senior coaches. Okay, from Life Coach Philippines. Okay. So, if you are new to the concept of mental model, so ngayon mo lang nadinig, ano ba yung mental model na yan? It is an explanation of how something works. So, a mental model is it is a concept, okay, or a framework of worldview that you carry around in your mind. Okay, ano ba yung ginagamit mong mental model in your everyday life? It's how you interpret the world and understand the relationship between things. Bakit ba ako nagbe-behave ng ganito? Bakit ba ako nag-respond ng ganito sa isang bagay? Bakit ba ako nag-react ng ganito? Ano bang mental model ang ginamit ko? Okay? So, mental models are deeply held beliefs about how the world works. And why are these important? Bakit ba mahalaga yan? So because by building up a base of the most valuable and universal mental models, or these mental models that are truly experienced or used by most people, you are building up your trunks of knowledge. Okay? That you can use for the rest of your life. So being a mental model collector really is very helpful because you'll be able to to understand why people are also behaving like that, not just yourself. Okay, mental models are a critical category of knowledge that gets more relevant over time and can be applied across a wide array of different domains. Okay? So I'd like to invite you on our next mental model masterclass. That would be on August 21 at 7 p.m. And Master Coach A will cover the polymath. So that's the picture there. As you can see, there's a girl wearing different hats, no? And let us discover why these polymaths will win this 21st century. Okay? So what you have to do is connect now, register, connect with Coach Rizel as well. Do 0917-586-1661, or to me, you can also connect with me if you wanted to really become a mental model creator, and let's be classmates there in the class. Okay? Next. Yan. So as I have mentioned before, I am a CACC life coach as well. So for individuals like who wanted to intend to really embark on a journey of becoming a certified life coach. Okay, Master Coach A now offers co-actively co-create life coach certification program. Okay. This is a comprehensive approach to learning and mastering life coaching as an active process of creating a new path to achieving results in life. Okay, so that success is inevitable in every coaching relationship. So what does it include? It includes 21-day web-based learning via the Zuku. Okay, a 3-day live coaching bootcamp with Master Coach A, and that's very powerful, as I have mentioned. So that batch 3 is now ongoing on that. And the 3-day live business bootcamp, if you want to join that as well, no, you can actually join the business bootcamp with the senior coaching team. So this program package also comes with many other bonuses. So if you really feel, I wanted to become a life coach, okay, connect now with Coach Rizel. Because I assure you, life coaching works. It has worked for me as well. Okay, so I am living I'm a living testimony of how life coaching worked in my life. Okay, connect to Coach Rizel at 0917-586-1661 and discover the opportunities waiting for you in this profession. Okay. So yan, do join us for another coaching conversation tomorrow. Yan, with Coach Al. Okay, for coaching for educators at 10 a.m. Coach Trisha for coaching for self-expression at 2 p.m. and Master Coach Hasmin for coaching for God-centered living at 4 p.m. So once again, this is Coach Joanna from Life Coach Philippines. For coaching, think talk. Yan, coaches like us, think and talk like this. This is us in the Philippines. Love, bam, boom, love, bam, boom, love, bam, boom. Bye. Happy weekend.